Hey, wow! Hello! Time for spooks! Hello! Welcome to the stream! Hi, Dark Assassin! Hi, Sheena! Gimana kabarnya? Baik kah? Yes, tonight for Halloween, we'll be playing a Junji-inspired visual novel. Awalnya tadinya mau main, I was going to play it on my Twitch, and then I already set up my waiting room, and I was like, wait a minute. I was supposed to play this on Twitch, but okay, oh well. I already set up my waiting room anyway. So we're going to be playing it here on stream on YouTube instead. So I keep misspelling the name. Hello, Sasori. I keep misspelling the name. It's called Mycorrhiza. Mycorrhiza, you can see in the description. It's a mostly Junji-inspired horror visual novel game, so it'll be a little bit like Cooking Companions. I just thought to review it because it looked very detailed and looked very well made. Dor, hi Al. Yeah, so that's all. So we'll just start from there. I don't know if there's going to be jump scares or anything. So let's just try it out. Also, I forgot to put in my Discord server in the description, so give me a minute for that. So as you guys know, I already have a Discord. So if you guys haven't joined in, feel free to join in. Let me just give me a minute to put it in the give me a minute to put in the Discord in the description. Honestly, how's everybody celebrating Halloween? Gimana kalian rayain Halloween? Kalian rayain Halloween gak sih? Let me know. Okay, successfully reconnected. Gue sampai ke disconnect soalnya tadi for some reason. Tadi gue sampai ke disconnect. But yay! Nice! I saw you in. Sorry. Welcome to the Almond Pies roller rink. Hello. If you look into Interesting. Anyway, come back, internet, come back to me. Anyways, I think it should all be good now. Okay. I put the Discord in the description. Jadi cek aja kalau mau join Discord. Nanti aku susun lah kalau kalian udah ini. Oke. Thank God. Kayaknya udah mendingan sekarang. Tadi udah sempet ngilang gak tuh internetnya. Oke, kita mulai aja ya. Aku nggak ada ekspektasi sih masuk ke sini. Ini benar-benar review. Oke. Gue gedein. Ternyata dia menggede sendiri. Dah. Gituin aja lah. Oke. Before you get into the game, there are a few things that you might want to know. Or not, it's your choice. Read short tutorial. If you already played visual novels, then you might be familiar with these shortcuts. But just in case you aren't, controller or right trigger, you can skip already read text. Okay. Tap, Google skipping, fast forward. Okay. Auto play, disadvances the text. Okay. Oh, tutorialnya kayak gini, oke. Ya, kalian kalau sering main visual novel harusnya tahu sih. Oke. Elmond, halo Ta. Self-voicing, what does this mean? Bisa disuarain kah? Ada voice actingnya kah? Oke. One thing that should be noted is that you can play through the upcoming doors in any order. Oh, oke, kita mainnya pintu-pintuan ya. Oke, gak harus main dari kiri ke kanan. Oke, jadi kita bisa ngasal milih nih. Okay, we can randomly choose whichever one we're gonna play. Okay. Make me use of stereo effects. Thus, it's best to enjoy the games with headphones. I'm wearing my headphones already. The rest should be pretty self-explanatory. Don't disappoint her. Who? So this is Mycorrhiza. A very normal game. What's with the echoing? What? Did I forget to turn off my reverb? Bro, moment. Second time. I forgot to turn off my reverb after partying. Hello? Can you hear me now? Oh, wait, maybe I should make my great, like, you know, to Almond, hi, hello. Maybe to get into, like, the feeling of, like, I fell asleep. Nah, it's okay, we just started. Like, quite literally just started. I'm on time this time. I wanna make, color key. Let's try. So, we make it, no, is it color key? We'll make, no, not this. Not this. Oh, maybe not color key. I want to make him black and white. Like, I want to make, you know, you understand, right, guys? Like, we'll make it, like, oh, spoopy season. Custom color. Okay, let's try. I don't know if I can do it black and white, though. Oh, shit. I just erased everything. Okay. Alright. Bruh. I don't know. I'm just like messing around with my filters. Monochrome? Yeah, I'm trying to make it monochrome, but I guess like it's hard. Or I don't have the brains for it yet, so I'll do it another time. I know how to do like blur effect, but I don't know how to change the color so it's like different colors. Okay. Alright. Oh, your overlay's gone. Yeah, it disappeared suddenly. Alright, let's just start playing. Okay, Mycorrhiza. Oh, maybe I should make it. I'm so goofy. I forgot how to stream most of the time. Okay. We'll start with this door. We don't have to play from left to right, I think it said. This is Junji inspired. I'm gonna have, like, I'm a little embarrassed to admit that I haven't read any of Junji Ito's works, so this is kind of like I'm going in blind. Like, this is a perspective from someone who's never played Junji Ito, but I do respect, like, his work. My eyes were burning. Bot didn't ping. What do you mean? Really? Oh yeah, it only pings when I make the waiting room. I haven't found a way for it to ping when I do stream. My eyes were burning. It felt like hot coals were lying on my eyelids. I slowly opened them and attempted to heave myself up from the cold asphalt. But I failed. My whole body was heavy and my head felt like it was being squashed by a hydraulic press. After a few attempts, I finally succeeded and tried to make out where I was. Oh, my eyes. The fog in my mind lifted slowly and I realized that I was in a dark alleyway. My vision was still blurry and I had trouble keeping my eyes open. I could tell that I have never seen this place before. Slowly, my heart began to race. Was I abducted? Mugged? What had happened to me? I hastily checked my body, fortunately finding no wounds. Why was I feeling this weak then? Maybe I was drugged? I'm not gonna lie, I saw this and the first thing in my head was like the Shrek toilet door. As I tried to recall what might have happened to me, my eyes finally focused. I could see a house in front of me. It was the only house on the street with its lights on. The dirty yellow glow shone through almost every single visible window. I felt some relief knowing that the tenants were awake. Perhaps they could tell me where I was. I approached the front door. It took me some searching to find the doorbell through the overgrown ivy. Somebody wants to know. A deep gong rang out from within the house when I pressed it. The sound, amplified by the cold wind cutting through my shirt, made me tense up. What an odd choice for a doorbell sound, I thought, while rubbing my upper arms to warm myself. I waited. No one answered. Can I just leave? I'm kind of like home alone right now. My mind twisted in confusion. Why was no one coming? I rang the doorbell again. Then I tried knocking. No response. No one was coming. I didn't understand. Did they forget to turn off the lights and go on vacation? As a last resort, I tried turning the doorknob and it actually opened. This worried me. Did something happen to the family living here? You know. Please tell me we're not entering this house. I am scared. Perhaps I should find a phone and call the police. Are you scared, Almond? No! It's just a normal game, right? Suddenly, a loud crash echoed through the street. My heart started to pound as my body tensed up. I wanted to dash into the house, but my feet refused to move. What was that sound? Was someone out there? Pictures of otherworldly monsters and armed kidnappers popped into my mind as my eyes scanned through the darkness. The world was silent once more. I was still on edge, but my body slowly started to relax as I regained my composure. I decided I didn't want to find out what that was. Cautiously, I stepped through the threshold and firmly closed the door behind me. Bro, not even a light source? Oh my god, you're just gonna... Bro, if we both die in here, this is on you, which is also on me. We are the same person. I entered a dimly lit hallway. The contours of minimalist furniture were illuminated by the streetlights outside. I felt an immediate lurch of guilt as I was trespassing into a stranger's home. Hello? Is anyone here? Scott? Scott, creator of FNAF, what are you doing here? Or is it Scott Pilgrim? Either one. Terrible option for a protagonist. No answer. The house was eerily quiet. I cautiously ventured further down the front hall and stopped in front of one of the doors. A dim, yellow light seeped silently through the bottom crack. I turned the knob, locked. Then the next one, also locked. They all seemed to be. I frowned. Why were the lights behind these locked doors lit? It gave me an uneasy feeling. The door at the very end of the hall was the only one I hadn't tried yet. I grasped its handle and turned slowly. It swung open to complete darkness. Once again, my body tensed up while my mind started to conjure horrific images. A beast with dislocated limbs and crooked teeth creeping towards me from the darkness. A floor littered with corpses and walls stained with blood. A giant spider sitting in a corner, waiting for its chance to strike. My hands shook as I reacted to flick on the light. Oh! It was an utterly ordinary bedroom. Oh, this is a menu. Oops! Let's save. Hehe. Close menu. My heartbeat slowly calmed down as I realized that I seemed to be safe. Suddenly, a bear-looking animatronics appear from the corner, from like a distance. Stop! That meme was getting into my head. Also, welcome, Offered Pros. Also, hi, Vals, Rifki. Sorry, I didn't greet you guys earlier. This is kind of like ASMR. Me reading this in a way. I felt almost silly, getting scared of nothing. A quick search yielded nothing but barren, dusty shelves. The bed was the only meaningful object present. Dev in chat. Dev! Hello! Hello! Welcome! Slowly but surely, a wave of fatigue washed over me. Welcome. If I'm a little dumb, I would like to apologize while playing. With my adrenaline rush fading away, I found that I was more exhausted than I had realized. Like a worm wiggling its way into an apple, a single thought slowly invaded my mind. I had to sleep. Trying to fight it made it worse, as if some outside power was affecting me. Sleeping in a stranger's bed, in a stranger's home, was the last thing I wanted to do right now. Well, we aren't Goldilocks, that's for sure. But it was soon the only thing I could think about as my consciousness faded. I had to sleep. The world turned dark, and the soft covers of the bed pulled me deeper and deeper into the black abyss. If I get watched while I sleep, I'm gonna be real with you, that's kind of on me, I feel. Cause like, who would do that? I would not have the courage. But again, we are running out of energy, I guess. Oh no. Our hands. Oh shit. Someone's face. Ah, fuck. What the fuck? Okay. That's a cool transition intro though. I think this is the intro, right? Very cool, very cool. Oh my god. Not help that I'm alone right now. Mycorrhiza. I'm gonna be real. But what if you're so eepy? Well, I wouldn't think about sleeping in a stranger's house. Do you know what people can do nowadays? I'm scared, bruh. Oh, it's just my dog. Miro, do you want a company kaka? Wait, let me just get my dog. My dog is my safety shield. If anything happens to me, well, you have my dog here with me, so. Kaka is a scaredy cat. I'm scared. I'm scared, so I wanna be with you. Oh my naked dog. Are you home alone? Mayhaps. Okay, which door should I choose? Let me see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a phantom by its toe. If it haunts you, let it go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Fuck. They're all hands. This is... You know what? I bet Yoshikage Kira would enjoy that door. Trapped. Is it like... Is this an anthology? There's someone behind you. Hello, Jesus. We have a Jesus clock, so I guess you're not wrong. What's this? Oh. I shot awake, panting heavily, my clothes sticking to my skin due to all the sweat. Oh, I know that feeling. My eyes darted around the room, but everything was quiet. I seemed to be safe. A nightmare. Seems like I just had a nightmare. I couldn't remember it anymore, but it must have been horrifying. Chills were still running down my spine. It was just a dream, just a nightmare, nothing more. After calming down, I decided to take another look around the house. The fact that no one was here, even though the lights were on, was still nagging at the back of my mind. But what I saw when I opened the bedroom door was not what I had expected. Instead of the living room, I had entered the bathroom through. I had found myself in the middle of a long hallway. A row of doors interspersed with handrails covering each wall. I could hear people chatting in the distance. Where was I? And how did I get here? This place looked like a hotel at first glance. A plate with a room number was hanging next to the door. Mine was 215. 215, we gotta remember that, because I fear like I might forget. As I moved towards the end of the hall, I took a more thorough look at my surroundings. I should have saved before I went into the door. Oh well. The door was lined with a red carpet, featuring an elaborate design. The red and white walls complemented the elegant atmosphere. Oh my god, this one Indonesia. Red, white, baby. Malam, malam, nama. On the ceiling hung electrical lamps that were similar in design to candles. As I stepped out of the hallway, I was momentarily blinded by the bright ambience. A huge chandelier was hanging on the ceiling of the grand hall I had stepped into. I seemed to be on the upper floor of this two-floor structure. The ground floor, apparently a restaurant area, was lined with tables. Multiple people were dining and happily chatting with each other. A huge window across from me showed a big body of water. Somehow I'm reminded of the Titanic. The hotel room number is a reference to another game. Wonder if anyone can guess which one it is. Is it? Wait, this might be a very far-fetched one, but I remember there was Hotel Dusk something something. Is it that game? I haven't played it, but I remember it being a title name that I've been meaning to play. So what's this game about? This is a Junji inspired. I think heavily Junji inspired. I mean, the developers here. If you would like to, if you would like to, if you would like to ask, thank you so much for coming. But what I got so far is that it is a Junji inspired visual novel, horror game. Yeah, I was right. Hotel Dusk. Nice. Because I really like playing mystery games. Visual novel game. I purposely didn't read a lot about it because I already like visual novels, but so far I'm cluing things in. So right now we entered one of the doors. Not sure if it's an actual dimension or it's an alternate, or it's because there's 3 anthologies. So let's see where we're going. Nice. Horror game. Oh, mine don't scream. No, thank you. What the fuck? What the hell? Who? Duar.
Si Gurita mentraktir dua DJ dis. Duar.
Thank you though, but Duar, bruh. Hello, fellow hotel. Just enjoy. I need to play that game again. I was an NDS like player, so I had to discover every single thing. Okay, back to the game. This kind of reminds me of Titanic, actually. Was I in a hotel by the beach? The water looked oddly close. I needed answers. Jump scared. The dono jump scare. Yes, as per usual. Quickly, I located the stairs and hurried down toward the restaurant. Luckily, one of the waiters was just passing by as I reached the bottom. Excuse me, could you tell me where I am? He answered without hesitation. You're in the restaurant area, sir. If you'd like to order something, you need to... No. I mean this whole hotel. This time, he did hesitate. Well, you're on the... I'm really sorry if I'm mispronouncing this. Kejamhith cruise ship, if that's what you mean. Is everything in order? Funnily enough, Kejam means cruel in Indonesian, so I don't know what that means, but interesting. Cruise ship? How did I get on a cruise ship? Had I been kidnapped? Would my kidnappers let me walk around freely? The waiter had a concerned look on his face. He glanced over to his colleague, who had gestured him with a stern expression on her face. I could call someone over to help you. Or you could find someone at the help desk just at the end of that hallway. He gestured back up the stairs and pointed at another hallway next to the one I had come out of. Thank you. I'll just ask for more information at the help desk. I didn't want to hold him up any longer. The waiter's colleague had by now crossed her arms in front of her chest and was tapping her foot impatiently. Oh, I know that kind of in it. The waiter hesitantly nodded and turned away from me. A cruise ship. I don't remember ever booking a ticket for a cruise. But as I rummaged through my pockets, I did find a key card with the number 215 on it. Right, the help desk. I should be able to find out more there. I made my way back up the stairs. Alright, let me go to chat now. Horror hotel. Suddenly I remember Cecil Hotel. Now that's a whole different story. Wait, Cecil Hotel. Is that a true crime case or is that a game? I keep forgetting. Happy Halloween. Yes, where's my candy? Well, I'm your eye candy right here, aren't I? Yep, still could jump from Indonesia. This one Indonesia. No England, no USA. See? Indonesian representation. Oh, actually, give me a minute. I need to replace this. No problem. The room at the end of the second hallway looked like a lounge area. It was filled with comfortable sofas and armchairs. Multiple groups of people were chatting to each other. I could see children playing near what I assumed to be the help desk. May I help you? I quickly approached the man standing at the desk, who perked up from the documents he was browsing. Hi, how can I help you? I'm a bit lost. Well, I don't really remember booking a cruise. Is there a way to get off early? He looked at me with a similarly puzzled expression as the waiter. Could you tell me your room number? Yes, it's 215, but I don't really remember booking it. I took out my keycard and showed it to him. The man opened a drawer and started expertly flipping through the folders. You can't see it through my camera because I'm a VTuber, but I'm actually acting out every single line in this game. Shortly after, he pulled out a document. "Is this your name and signature?" He turned it so that I could see it. To my surprise, this name and the signature written on it were indeed mine. But how? How could I forget signing up for a cruise? As for your second question, we're currently on the last day of our trip. The ship will arrive at Kecuali port tomorrow at noon. Are you here with anyone? He threw a skeptical look my way. I must have sounded like a weirdo. No, I'm alone. I'll just sort things out tomorrow then. The employee shrugged and put the folder back into the drawer. Don't hesitate to let me know if you need any more help. I turned around, wondering what my next course of action should be when... Ow! Something had hit one of my legs hard. I stumbled, but managed to stop my fall by holding onto that help desk. Oh my god, are you okay? Lanny, you need to pay more attention. I looked up to see what had hit me. Oh my god, it's a little kid. Initially, I had assumed that I walked into some piece of furniture, but that wasn't the case. A boy was sitting on the ground in front of me. He had too much candy on this cruise. Someone was standing over him, making sure that he was alright. As soon as she confirmed that he wasn't hurt, she turned to me. I'm very sorry about that. Are you hurt anywhere? Lanny, make sure to apologize. Sorry, I wasn't looking. No, it's alright. I'm okay. I turned to the boy named Lanny. Are you okay? I don't know if it's pronounced Lanny or Lani. Little kid alert. Yes. Bochil. Yeah. No. Yeah, it's nothing. His look was fixed to the ground. It seemed like he really did feel bad about bumping into me. The woman had, in the meanwhile, fixed her gaze onto my face. I don't know where we're just like on a cruise ship. We don't know what's happening. We're walking in this blind. I'm walking into this game blind. So we're all gonna get jump scared here and there. Are you sure you're alright? You look rather pale. Give me candy right now. I need glucosa on Halloween. I also need glucosa during Halloween. No, I'm fine. That didn't seem to convince her. My confusion and frustration about being on this boat had shown on my face. Oh, would you like to sit down with us a little bit? I have some medicine against seasickness. It might help. Now that she was mentioning it, I was feeling a bit woozy. I had been too preoccupied with figuring out what was going on to notice. She led me to one of the sofas and motioned me to sit down. My name is Sabrina, by the way. This boy here is Lani, and the girl over there is Amy. Oh, okay. They're siblings. Hello, hi game! She motioned to a girl sitting at a table nearby who was brooding over a piece of paper. My name is Scott. So, are they your family? This is actually the Five Nights at Freddy's background story. No, it's not. Don't believe me, please. Sabrina stopped rummaging through her handbag and looked at me with an amused smile on her face. Oh no, they're my neighbor's kids. We're good friends and I paint with their children sometime. Oh, that's sweet. I'm currently looking after them. While Sabrina was still looking for the medicine, Lani approached his sister and peered over her shoulder. He then grimaced and walked over to our sofa to take a seat next to Sabrina. Here you go. She handed me a pill from a small bottle. Out of the corner of my eyes, I saw Lani motion to Amy. I don't get how she can be so into drawing. It's boring. She's been at it for at least half an hour and it still looks terrible. Damn. You don't have to be that mean to your sister, Lani. I don't know how to make her voice. Hey, I heard that! Amy shot an angry gaze at Lani. I don't know if it's Lani or Lani. Good art takes time. Maybe you should work on some art as well. Yeah, maybe it'd help with your hyperactivity. I'm not hyperactive, I'm just healthy! That's what Dad says! I guess so. If I had any ounce of knowledge about music, I could help relieve your energy that way at least. Burn. God damn. No, she's just like me for real. That's my sister talking. Like, you've been at this for half an hour and you're still on the sketch? Looks away. Don't ask me about my work in progress. I'm actually working on art right now before this. So it's also been a while since my art. Sabrina trailed off with a sad look in her face. Don't worry, it's okay. I've been figuring things out on my own. Also, I've been asking Dad and Mom if they can buy me a melodica. I'm pretty sure that I'll get one soon. The twist is like their parents are dead. That's why he can ask them like really easily. No, it can't be that much of a twist. You two really seem to have a knack for art and music. Your parents must be so proud of you. I don't know about Amy, but I'm pretty sure they're proud of me. If he gets like... if something happens to the kid, I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, something happened to the kid. I'd be like, I don't know. I mean, I kind of saw it coming. I'm not saying he deserved it, but... Amy shot another angry glance Landing's way, but it retort. She seemed to be the mature one in their sibling relationship. Hey, do you have any more of those pills? Oh my god, it's a grunkly old man. Exactly my type. I mean, moving on? I jumped slightly. A voice had called out from right behind me. As I turned around, I saw a grumpy-looking man. Sabrina grabbed her handbag once again. Another one, Frederick? It says on the package that one should be enough. Apparently not. I can't work while feeling like crap. Why did I agree to go on this trip? Sabrina gave him a skeptical look, but handed him a pill without saying anything. Frederick turned around on the spot and trotted off. Sabrina sighed. Sorry about that. He's usually more pleasant. The seasickness must be really getting to him. That? Exactly your what? No! Exactly my type. I mean, what? Nah. I'm sure nothing bad is gonna happen in this very normal, very haha, very cheerful slice of life game. Everything will be fine. That, coupled with an upcoming deadline for an article. So he's a journalist? No, that's not what I meant. He's a biologist and he's been working hard on getting something published in that one magazine. I wanted to be like a oceanologist when I was younger, and then I realized I'm not very good at science. If you ask me, his obsession with getting more publications is a bit unhealthy. A fellow scientist? Not that I thought about it, I hadn't written anything in a while myself. Way more pressing matters had taken up my time recently. The spores were still... What spores? What spores, Scott? What spores? I jolted up. Sabrina looked at me in surprise. Thank you for the medicine. I feel better now. I should get going though. I was too anxious to sit still, even though I knew that there was nothing I could do until the ship came into the port the next day. Alright, take care. Feel free to let me know if you need any more medicine. I thanked her again, said goodbye to the siblings, and headed back towards the sleeping quarters. But I stopped just before the hallway that led to my room. My eyes wandered towards the big window. The sun had started to set, but I didn't feel tired at all. The plot thickens. Yes. Where are we going? Likely because I had just woken up just recently. And so I decided that the best way to dispel some of my anxiety was to take in some fresh air. Oh. I continued on past the hallway and out on deck. Honestly, I need air right now because it is hot in this area. I'm literally wearing a tank top. And, oh yeah, I should take off my jacket. You can't. I'm wearing my tank top. Oh my god, it is so hot out here. I have a look. My mini fan is on. That's how hot it is. A salty breeze hit my face. I could hear the soft splashing of waves against the hull of the ship. This place is way emptier than I expected. I need to save. I keep forgetting to save. There you go. Less than a handful of couples and some families were standing near the edge of the railing. If someone jumps or someone falls over, we can't rescue them. One of those couples had their dog with them. Every now and then, when it heard the call of a seagull, it jerked its head around. That's just my dog. That's my dog. I'm the pair on that ship with the dog. Were one of the pairs on the ship perhaps Amy's and Lanny's parents? Absent-mindedly, I approached the railing right by the door and looked over. We were very high up. Looking down at the waves hitting the ship hull had an eerily hypnotic effect. Combined with the cool air and the sound of water, it calmed me down. Hey, I jerked up. Someone was standing at the railing right next to me. Sorry, I didn't mean to surprise you. No worries, it's okay. It looked like she had been standing there for a while. Did I somehow overlook her? If she turns out to be a ghost, if I'm meeting any ghosts on the ship, I'm just leaving. I mean, I'm probably on the ghost ship already, actually. You looked a bit confused, so I wanted to ask if you're alright. Oh, well, I guess I'm just a bit lost. I had a feeling she'd be no more understanding than the employees, so I decided not to tell her too much. I'm a bit lost too. It might sound weird, but I'm not sure how I ended up here. Wait, that sounded oddly familiar to my situation, but she seemed to misinterpret my surprised look. I know, it sounds odd, it's just like in dreams. Whenever you try to remember how you got to the place you're dreaming about, you can. So I wasn't the only one. There was someone else here who was experiencing the same thing I was. Knowing this lifted my spirits. Just as I was about to tell her about my situation, she suddenly perked up. Good evening, gangs. Hi, Mamang. Welcome home, Rifki. Sorry, I should go. I promised to meet someone. And with that, she hurried off before I could say anything. No! Missed opportunity. I was slightly frustrated by the fact that I hadn't been able to confide in her. I mean, to be fair, we just met her like 5 seconds ago. But I could seek her out tomorrow, I guess. The sun had meanwhile almost set. A blood-red stripe was visible on the horizon. I set off back towards my room. With nothing better to do, I got into bed and tried to sleep. My night was restless. Half of the time, I wasn't sure if I was awake or asleep. Weird sounds kept waking me up. By the time the sun had risen, it felt like I had barely slept at all. Today would be the day we had arrived at a place called Kecuali. From there, I would be able to get back home one way or another. Casually drama dumps on her seconds, right? Oh, fuck. Nah, not the dark hallway, please. I rubbed my eye as I opened the door that led out to the hallway, but something was wrong. The hallway looked different. It was short. Was it shorter? There definitely used to be more doors here. It was as if a new wall and door had appeared, where the hallway originally continued to the restaurant area. I approached the new door and tried to turn the doorknob, but it was locked. Slowly, panic set in. Was I trapped in here? Did everyone already leave? There was no way they had left me behind, right? I quickly approached one of the doors in the hallway and knocked. Silence. I tried the next, and then the third. All was silent. My heart rate accelerated. I forced myself to calm down and think this through. There was no way they would leave a passenger behind, and even if they did, they would notice sooner or later that I was still in here. The most productive thing to do right now would be checking if the other rooms were open. Maybe I could find a way to make people aware of the fact that I was still in here. I considered which door to try first. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a spirit by their toe. If it hollers, let it go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. What is this? This is an abandoned place. I entered the dimly lit room. It was desolate, except for a few cans of food and a few water bottles in one of the corners. I should have saved before this, whatever. We're playing survival mode, gangs. There was also 2 rather young children, one boy and one girl in the middle of the room. Oh, it's Lanny and Amy. As I saw the girl kneeling over the boy's motionless body, my heart dropped. It was Amy and Lanny. She looked up on me with pleading eyes as I rushed to their side. Lanny was covered in sweat, indicating a heavy fever. His limbs were heavily bruised and he was heaving. I glanced over to Amy. Fortunately, she seemed to be alright. I'm Scott. We met yesterday. You're Amy, right? Yeah. Her voice was shaking. Lanny is sick. Don't worry, Amy. We'll find a way to help him. She hesitantly nodded. That seemed to calm her down a bit. I, unfortunately, didn't have any medicine on me, so I didn't have any way to help them yet. You seem to have some food and water here. Do you think I could take some of it with me? Just in case there are more people in this building that need it. Boo, I have returned. Welcome back, pals. I don't mind. Thank you. She didn't seem very talkative. I mean, her brother is dying, so... But that was to be expected, considering how considerate about her brother she must be. There you go. I will let you know once I find something that can help you, okay? Okay. She turned back towards her brother. I walked by the canned food and considered taking some with me. Just take half. I think half's a good option. I decided to take part of it with me. That way, they would still have some left. I left the room and found myself back in the hallway. Oh boy. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a phantom by its toe. If it haunts me, let it go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay. So what's the story so far? We went to the stranger's house. There were doors dimly lit. We decided, but for some reason, like nobody's at home. But for some reason, we decided to go in anyway. And we decided, you know, our energy's out. We slept on the stranger's bed. There were 3 options for a door. We picked the right door, like the very right door. Like there was left, middle, and right. And somehow, we woke up on a cruise ship. And we met 2 kids, Amy and Lani. Amy's the older sister, Lani's the younger sister. Sabrina is their neighbor, like their older neighbor, like adult neighbor, who's taking care of them. And there's Frederick, who's kind of like a scruffy man who is my type, and he seems to have a stomach ache and he's also a biologist. That's all I know so far. We went to bed, we wake up again, suddenly the hallway has changed. It seems to be shorter now. There's fewer doors for some reason. So right now we're like looking through the doors. It turns out that Lani is sick. I think he has a fever. Amy is very concerned about it. So I decided, you know what? Maybe I'll take half of the food. Maybe we can exchange and find some resources to make, to let Lani heal. So we're trespassing. Exactly, we are trespassing. And if we don't suffer from the consequences of our own actions, then so be it. The room seemed to be empty except for a lonely light bulb hanging from the ceiling. It didn't seem to be working properly as it barely gave off any light and flickered now and then. It took my eyes a while to get adjusted to the darkness. And right as I did, I realized that the room wasn't actually as empty as I had thought. A huge dog that I hadn't seen right away because of the poor lighting was just a few feet in front of me, and was determined to rip me into pieces. I hastily stumbled backwards, almost tripping. This was it, I thought. I was going to get mauled. I'm about to die. But nothing happened. All I could hear was the rattling of a chain. I slowly opened my eyes and saw that the dog was fortunately chained to the wall per its red collar. It was vehemently struggling to get free. After confirming that there was indeed no risk of it getting free, I took a closer look around the room. There were small, glittering objects strewn around the ground next to the animal. Next to the dog was a body. A badly mutilated one. Oh boy. A foul feeling spread through my stomach. Did the dog do this? The corpse was lying too close to the dog to examine it. Instead, I cautiously inched closer to the object scattered on the ground next to it. Yeah, we're gonna scavenge this corpse, this poor desecrated corpse body. Cause we are like that. I picked one up and examined it. It was a bullet. I had no use for the bullet yet, but if I did in the future, I know where to find one. When I took another closer look at the area behind the dog, I saw that there was an opening in the wall. It seemed to lead into another section of the ship. This was the first time since getting dragged in here that I had seen a possible escape route. The only problem was the furious animal blocking it. I couldn't think of a way to get around the dog without getting mauled, so I decided to retreat for now and look for a way to get past it without getting myself in danger. Alright, let's go try eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch on my way. So if it hollers, let it go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. The room was unfurnished and windowless. A sole light bulb in the middle of the street ceiling illuminated it faintly. I could see about 15 people sitting on the dirty ground. Is this a cult? I'm leaving. Excuse me. Sorry to disturb you. But there were a couple children cowering next to what I assumed to be their parents. One person from the group, an older man, raised his head as if waking from a dream. The door! It's open! More and more people lifted their head, and I could feel their stares piercing me. The man was the first to stand up and shuffle towards the door. I stepped aside, but as he tried to cross the threshold, he suddenly stopped. He was frozen in mid-air. His fingers tightened as he was exerting great effort. Disappointed, he stepped back. It's no use. It's no use. He sulked back to his spot and slumped to the floor. The other people in the room lowered their heads, their hopes dashed in an instant. I wasn't sure what was going on, but it was evident that they were in trouble. I quickly walked up to the older man. Hey, do you know what's going on here? No, we all woke up in this room and aren't able to leave, and now it seems like you're stuck here with us as well. My heart stopped for a second. Oh no, and panic slowly started to set in. Was I really trapped in here? I hastily walked to the door and stepped right through. The man stared at me with wide eyes. That means that you, instead of the girl, might be able to help us. Right after he uttered those words, some of the people in the room lifted their heads and looked at me. Some with a look of disbelief, and some with hope in their eyes. So there was someone else on the ship who could enter and exit this room freely? It's probably the other girl with the little hoodie. What did she look like? He started explaining. I soon realized that this description fit someone I knew. It sounded just like the girl I had met on the deck yesterday, so she got into this mess as well. We asked her to help us, but she just laughed and left. That wasn't quite how I remembered her, but it wasn't like I'd known her for a long time. Was her nice appearance just an act? I shifted my attention back to the man before me. There are more people trapped behind other doors. Please let me know if you have anything that you don't need or if you are in need of something. That way, I can make sure that everyone gets out of here safely. Some people nodded in agreement, while the majority stayed stoic. A woman stood up, got something from a shelf, and approached me. We found some medicine in this room. We can't give away all of it, but maybe it'll help someone. Oh, nice! Few night. I feel like this is gonna kill someone. Okay, please, if you find any fruit, bring it to us. I do have fruit on me. Should I give them to him? Okay, so I remember to save. I will save this time. Okay, close. Sure. Close menu. Sure. Here, I have some cans with me. It's not much, but it should help you keep going for a bit. His eyes lit up. He thanked me vigorously. I couldn't help but smile. It felt like I'd given them some of the hope back that they had lost. Alright, I should head out, but I'll let you know if I find anything. Okay. Which room should I get into? Food! Food indeed. Let's go to 3, because I know he's probably dying right now. Okay, they're okay. They seem to be okay. Amy was still huddled over Lanny's body. Her face was twisted with worry. His condition seemed to have worsened, which became more and more apparent as I got closer. Spots on his arms and limbs seemed to be bruised. Some kind of black ochre similar to buds grew out of some of them. Oh, is he a plant? I was sure he would. I have a kind of an image of what he looks like without any medicine. I don't know if I want to give it. That's so scary because I'm worried that it might not be medicine. But let's try. If he dies, oh well. Was it in-game closing or yours? It was the in-game door. It wasn't closing, it was opening, I believe. It seemed like he would die if nothing was done. I decided to take the risk and administer the medicine to him. I have some medicine with me. He should be alright in no time if he takes this. I had sounded more confident than I actually was in the hopes of cheering Amy up. I made sure that he was conscious enough to drink it. Then I carefully lifted his head and put the bottle to his mouth. He slowly gulped it down and I set his head back down. Will he be okay now? I think so, but it'll take time for the medicine to take effect. All that was left to do was hope that what I gave him would help against his fever. I should get going again. I'll come back soon to check on you. Okay, please don't take so long this time. Long? I hadn't been out for that long, but it was understandable that she didn't want to be left all alone. She was likely exaggerating. I walked by the canned food and considered taking some with me. Oh. Let's just take none first. Because I feel bad for them, you know. What was happening? An earthquake? Oh shit, an earthquake. The intensity of the rumbling increased and soon I was thrown from side to side. I struggled to stabilize myself, but ultimately failed. My back hit the wall hard and I fell to the ground. I rolled into a ball, trying to protect my head as I slid along the floor. The sound of metal breaking apart filled my ears. It was deafening. And then it stopped just as suddenly it had started. I stayed in a fetal position for a while longer, fearing that everything would start shaking again. But it seemed like it was finally over. Were the people inside the rooms alright? Had we perhaps run ashore? Would someone come and rescue us now that we were on land? A myriad of questions filled my mind. My eyes fell on the locked door to the hallway. Something about it was off. It was barely noticeable, but it seemed like the door was slightly skewed. I quickly approached it, turned the doorknob and pulled on it. It was still stuck, but it did feel like I would be able to pry it open more with more force. Bro, if we get in trouble, if I get in trouble because of you, you stinky. And so I tugged again and again, each time the door inching more and more open until, oh, the door flew open and I was thrown back. A strong gust of wind hit my face. I reflexively closed my eyes. I celebrated internally. Finally, I would be able to get out of here and look for help. Finally, this nightmare would end. But I was mistaken. What I expected to see beyond the door was the hall and restaurant from the day before. But my expectations were utterly betrayed. Oh shit! The ocean, a huge body of water, was in the distance. Whose hand is that? As I looked down, I saw that we were hundreds of meters above ground. How are we moving on land? What shocked me the most was that I could make out thin, long legs supporting the ship. Are we in Howl's Moving Castle? Are we in the castle? Their movements were so smooth that it felt like we were floating. It was as if someone inside something that was alive. My eyes wandered across the rest of the ship below me. It must have broken in half. The form of the tear was quite odd though. It looked like a huge bite mark, as if something even bigger than this cruise ship had ripped into it. But that couldn't be true. There was no animal big enough that could have bitten off such a huge chunk of the ship. When hard ayo? I'm not sure yet. As the creature I was on made a sharp turn, the ocean drifted out of view. My grip on the door frame tightened. I feared I would get thrown off. Then it stopped. My eyes widened in shock as I saw the scene before me. The view was surreal. Where are we? Oh my god, is this my home planet? Did we go home? One single town was standing in the middle of a wasteland. Wandering through that wasteland were enormous, outlandish creatures amongst gigantic mushrooms. They looked like something straight out of a nightmare. I wiped my eyes, trying to dispel the illusion before me, but it wouldn't go away. My breathing became ragged, and my chest contracted painfully. I had to accept this as my reality. In a trance, I stepped away from the doorframe. A wave of rage overcame me as I lashed out and kicked the wall. A dull pain spread through my foot, but I barely noticed it. Tears started to swell up in my eyes. Was there even any reason for me to go on? Your home planet is rather quite unusual, unique, Almond. What do you mean? It's just little eyes looking here and there. It's there for safety, you know. Why shouldn't I just go back to my room, lie down, and stay there? I leaned against the wall and stared at the ceiling. My feet were shaking. But I was finally starting to calm down. I knew that getting angry wouldn't help. What I was seeing wasn't logical in any way. It went against everything I knew. I was a scientist, so not being able to understand this place frustrated me. Above all, it scared me. But giving up wasn't the right thing to do. It wasn't the logical choice if I really wanted this nightmare to end. I'd escape sooner or later and get myself into a better position eventually. That's what I hoped at least. I'm still bothered. There's a little flying hand over on the left over there. Are we gonna get that explained? Concern? The ship may still be suspended high above ground, but there must be some way to get down. I would figure what to do next once I was out of here. I closed the door and slowly let my eyes drift over the 4 doors in front of me. Where the hell are we anyway? Well, we were on a cruise ship earlier. Now I don't know where we are. Let's try room 2 because I haven't seen that one. The door creaked open and light spilled into the damp room. A crowd of about 40 people occupied the space. Some were sitting on the floor and some were leaning against the dirty walls. Oh! It's my man Frederick! Hello, Frederick! Suddenly someone near the door darted up and shoved me aside. That hand might belong to someone, you know. Is it mine? Let me check my hand. Well, my hands are still intact. Oh no, is it Sabrina's? Ruh-roh! 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 Someone near the door darted up and shoved me aside. It was Frederick, who I had only met briefly while I was chatting with Sabrina. He tried to force himself through the door, but was stopped midair. He looked so angry. He is baby girl material to me. I'm sorry, developer, you had to hear that. An invisible force was pushing him back. Some more people approached the door and tried the same, but to no avail. Gasp! Damn it! Frederick slammed his fist into the wall. I thought this was my chance. Frustrated, back to where he was originally sitting. Since I had been in a room like this before, I knew that I was able to travel back and forth. Is this the type of yours? No? What are you talking about? I don't have a type in this game. This is a normal haha slice of life game. With haha normal people. What are you talking about? Hey, a few of the people looked up as I started speaking. I should be able to walk in and out. There are also survivors in other rooms. I may be able to get you some things if you need anything specific. Frederick shut up and walked up to me until he was way too close for comfort. We need food. You get some for us, right? That's sort of more like a threat than a request. Yeah, I can do that if I find some. I stepped back so I didn't have to smell his sour sweat anymore. Do you happen to have anything here that you don't need? Just in case other people trapped on the ship need anything specific. We know that he's hot. You did this on purpose, didn't you? You did this on purpose for people like me, so that I can be fed. He looked at me as if I had just made a joke. He's so baby girl. I don't know actually how to explain it. What? No, even if we had anything, we wouldn't just be giving it away. I looked at him skeptically. Alright, I know what you want. I have a gun with me. If you bring me food, I'll trade it for the gun. A gun? I had never used a firearm before, and I wasn't sure how a gun would help me in this situation. Hesitantly, I agreed to escape Frederick's impatient gaze. Maybe it would come in handy after all. But you have to make sure to share the food with the others. Alright, whatever. Just give us something, alright? I don't have anything with me right now. Okay. Ah. Jackass! And yet, I still like him. Chish! Let's go to room 3 again. Wait till you see him in door 2. His hotness knows no bounds. Oh! He appears in door 2! Haba. But his fever might have at least gone down a bit. And indeed, he didn't seem to have gotten much worse. But there was still black what is ulcers? Wait, give me a moment. I forgot what ulcers means. Ulcers. Black oak. I'm gonna regret looking this up, but I'm kind of curious. Ochre. Oh! Oh Oi! Yipes! Okay. Oh, okay. Alright, I got an image. Oh my god. I suddenly want to play with door 2. I'm leaving right now. Hello, hi Mark. Welcome to the stream. They oddly reminded me of mushrooms. Amy, on the other hand, didn't seem to be doing well at all. She was sitting next to him, staring into space. It was as if she hadn't noticed me coming in. Hey, Amy, are you alright? Her head barely moved in my direction. Scott? It was almost as if she didn't really recognize me. I grew concerned. Yeah, it's me, Scott. Are you alright? She didn't reply. Maybe she was just tired. I couldn't blame her. This whole situation was pretty exhausting. Especially for someone as young as her. Where have you been? Her voice was almost inaudible. I was searching for a way out of here. Don't worry, I'm sure I'll find one soon. She continued to stare at the floor with a blank expression. I just need some more time. I'll have you and your brother out of here soon. She turned away. It didn't seem like she was up for a conversation. It was probably in her interest that I laughed and continued searching for an exit. I left her be. Yeah, let's take the remaining half. Alright. They'll survive. It's fine. Bro, he's just like, did you find anything useful to you? Fine, I'll trade food. Jesus. Calm down. A gun? In my horror game? Huh? I was definitely not okay with keeping the food a secret and was about to protest. But he had already taken the food and shoved me out of the door into the hallway. Oh. He threw the gun at my feet and slammed the door shut. What a jerk, I thought. Well, at least I had the gun now. Okay. How hard could shooting a gun be, right? It was empty. Yeah, we know where to get we know where to get a freaking bullet. Get out. Attack the dog. Do I have to use the gun? I don't want to shoot the doggy. Can I just knock him over? No. No, I don't want it. I just want it to be hungry. I'll just keep... Should I really enter this door? Yes. Something was off. There was no barking. The dog was dead. At least I didn't shoot it, okay? At least I didn't shoot it. Its tongue was hanging out of its mouth. Miro, you safe, yeah? You healthy, yeah? As I stepped closer to confirm it was truly dead, I picked up a faint foul stench. I cautiously poked it, but there was no reaction. The dog was definitely dead. Somehow it had died without any apparent reason. I felt bad for it, but now I could finally walk past it without being afraid of getting bitten. Slowly, while trying not to step on it, I approached the hole. Oh, the hole. No, don't stare at the hole, you doofus. You're gonna get, like... You're gonna get something there. I stared into the hole. The hole stared. If this wasn't a horror game, out of context, me reading this is so funny. I stared into the hole. The hole stared back. Anyways. Before I let the others know, I had to make sure that whatever was on the other side of it was safe. The hole was rather small, and I had trouble fitting through, but I succeeded eventually. After a while, I noticed that something was off. The hole seemed to go on longer than it should. I expected to have already come out in another part of the ship, but it just went on and on. Then a sudden wave of fatigue came over me. It was as if I had stepped into a wheel. The air had gotten heavier, and my breathing became more ragged. I clutched my chest as I tried to figure out what was going on. A throbbing pain pulsed through my arm. It was as if something had stabbed me. I tried to turn around, but I had already become too weak. My feet gave in, and my vision darkened. I could feel a presence near me. Before I could find out who it was, my consciousness faded. Oh! Yee! Let's choose door 2. Definitely not because of the hottie in door 2. There's no hottie. What are you talking about? There's no door 2. Oh shit, look at those faces. Dang. Ugly mugs. Not the art. The art is absolutely lovely. So this is what my stinky pies look like. Bad end. No! I had a feeling I got the bad end. Did I have to shoot the dog? I'd be really sad. Maybe I should have fed the dog. Maybe I shouldn't have given the food. Maybe I should have just taken... Wait, hold on. Take the medicine. Hold on. Take the medicine. Take half of the food. Take the food to the dude. Give me the gun. We got a big brain net. Okay. I shot awake, panting heavily, my clothes sticking to my skin due to all the sweat. Oh. Okay. We just had a nightmare. I was at some hotel. Oh, okay. People were trapped and I couldn't remember, but it must have been terrifying. The pulsing pain in my head slowly subsided. I took deep breaths and kept mumbling to myself that it had all been a dream, nothing more. After calming down, I decided to take a look around another house. The fact that no one was out is the same. Okay, we're in the actual house again now. A look out of the window confirmed that it is still night. I had either slept for a whole day or only for a few hours. Considering how tired I felt, it must have been the latter. I left the bedroom to retry the doors just in case. They were still locked. I really wanted to go home and take a shower. I smelled my clothes and they indeed had started to smell slightly sour. This place seemed to have nothing left to offer. I better off out on the streets, even if it was still dark. All I needed to do was find a police station. They'd definitely be able to help me. Spoopy. As I wandered around, I grew... Sounds like we're constantly changing places, huh? Right, we're on different dimensions. Different dimensions! I don't know what that was a reference to. Oh, my throat. As I wandered around, I grew more and more aware of how big this town was. The buildings were tall and nature was rather scarce. The streets, however, were completely empty. Suddenly my ears began to pick up the subtle sounds of laughter. The sounds turned to unease in my empty stomach. It was awfully late for such a public crowd. There wasn't cheering or rounds of applause, just laughter. Loud and obnoxious laughter that didn't seem to subside or grow. It became louder as I approached the town center. Soon it turned into a wave of commotion by what sounded to be a massive crowd. They just laughed and laughed and kept laughing. It sounded dreadful. I was tempted to change course and avoid them, yet this direction was my best bet for finding an inn or a police station. These priorities outweighed my sense of danger. I pressed on. The laughter was bellowing with hundreds of voices, until finally I could glimpse the source of the commotion. Oh, this isn't like the preview of like the game page. The crowd gathered around a performer who was doing something to make them laugh. I strained to see the action, peeking through the small gaps between the people while keeping a safe distance. The group was approached. I passed the date old books. I couldn't make out their title, but I could see something that resembled a mask on the cover. Paying it no mind. You should pay it some mind, you dummy! I pressed onward. I couldn't understand what was happening. The performer wasn't making any sound. I couldn't make out any movement from beyond the crowd either. What was so entertaining? Finally, I reached the front. But what I saw was the opposite of funny. It was horrifying. Oh shit! Dang, it's a man with a million faces. This is my ex. No, I'm kidding. What was wrong with his head? He turned his hip so that everyone in the crowd can have a clear view. This reminds me of like, this is probably a far-fetched thing. It reminds me of the theater mask. I forgot, they do have a name other than, you know, tragedy and comedy. I think they do have a proper name, but it reminds me of that. The left and right one, and in the middle is like, you know, human. He turned his hip so that everyone in the crowd could have a clear view, as if he didn't want anyone to miss it. Why are people laughing at this? A bystander heard me. Oh, dang! What? Developer, you were right. I think it's him, so you were right. I don't know, his face just seems so funny. I mean, look at it. I stared at him in disbelief. He and the others really did seem to find this funny. But they see something I wasn't? No matter how I looked at it, it didn't seem like anything other than disturbing. I averted my gaze and walked away. I wanted nothing to do with this madness. I continued to comb through the town center while trying to keep my distance from the crowd. You're welcome. The devs know what I want. They know exactly what the girlies or the audience wants. They're like, yeah, we need to put attractive men who are scrunkly in this game. For people like me. Okay. Soon I noticed that the sun had already started to rise. And I still hadn't found anything that even vaguely resembled a police station. It's kind of creepy, isn't it? I had walked by a girl. Oh, it's the same girl that was standing nearby. She is watching the crowd from a distance. Yeah, it is. I was glad to hear that someone else was thinking the same. An awkward pause followed. I had been under the impression that she wanted to start up a conversation. I liked how he didn't it's not clicking to him. Or maybe it's because these are separate memories or dreams, so it's not clicking to him that we've met these people before. My stomach broke in silence. Oh, that's me. Are you hungry? Blood shot to my face. It was true that I was feeling starved. Swallowing my pride, I nodded. Me. I have a sandwich with me. You can have it. Are you sure? No worries, I'm not hungry anyway. I had to hold myself back as to not lunge on it. Calm down! It is a sandwich, my good sir! But I kept my cool and ate it cautiously as to not embarrass myself. Some of my strength returned to me. Oh, holy shit. In the meanwhile, I had decided to ask her about this town. Sorry, I don't really know my way around here that well. Oh, so you're not from here? No, not really. Hold on. Maybe I could help you look. I'm feeling a bit uneasy about being alone here anyways. I glanced back in the direction of the laughing crowd. Sure, I would really appreciate that. I'm Scott, by the way. I'm May. Nice to meet you. Oh, it's May! Hello, May! May from Spider-Man! No. She's a little younger these days. Maybe the Spider-Mans or Spider-Babies. Who knows? We set off to look for help. The idea was to call someone I knew from May's phone came up, but she didn't have it on her, unfortunately. We approached several people to ask them for directions, but all of them seemed to ignore us. We tried to make some small talk with May every now and then, but her replies were always short and didn't leave much room for follow-ups. But she perked up when I asked her about her family. I have a sister. At first, I thought that would all I'd get out of her, but she continued after a short pause. She's been at home more recently. Usually she'd leave early and return late, or not return home at all for several days. Her job is really important, so it makes sense. But I was really happy when she told me that she wouldn't go to work for a while. I assumed she was finally able to request some time off, but she continued to work even at home. May hung her head. It seemed like I had touched on a sensitive topic. I thought of ways to console her or cheer her up, but couldn't come up with anything to say. Since I don't have any siblings, it was hard to relate. But it seemed like she really loved her sister. I wonder if my sister thinks like that as well. I could actually relate more to May's sister. Just as her, I too have rarely been at home due to my work. And just like her, I'd likely be working if I was at home. Me, for real. But as opposed to May's sister, I didn't have anyone who was expecting me back home. I decided against poking further and instead shifted my focus back to asking people for directions, without much luck. Oddly enough, it was as if they were all going to the same direction, the town center. Do you think they're going to see that performer? Silence. Maybe she just hadn't heard me. I had turned around to ask her again, but she was nowhere to be seen. She disappeared! She ghosted us! Just as I had finished the thought, I felt a presence behind me. I slowly turned around! Damn it, Frederick! Don't jump scare me like that! What the hell? What do you think? Do I look funny? What? No! Get away from me! I took a few steps back, almost afraid the man would lunge at me. But he didn't. He just stood there. I see. Maybe I didn't do it quite right. And with that, he walked off disappointed. He took a book out of his pocket and started flipping through it. Jesus Christ, Frederick! For some reason, he seemed familiar. Yeah, you met him in your other dream, the Titanic one, you know? You're watching a little bit too much Titanic movies, and I guess you got that dream. This sound was giving me the creeps. I need to get out of here as fast as I could. For some reason, whenever I'm looking at this sound, this feels like I'm either in Austria or Italy. I don't know if it's either or, the actual photos or references, but it kind of feels like that. Or it kind of looks like Jakarta Kota. I saw that most of the people walking by had distorted their faces in one way or another. It was as if a virus had spread while we were looking for help. Oh god. No, this ain't the pandemic, is it? This was madness. I need to get out of here. But where to? And where was May? I was starting to get kind of worried. Oh boy, we're gonna meet multiple endings, huh? Oh boy. Let's go to the back streets, back streets, back street, back, alright. I'm gonna die. Some shotguns is my way. Perhaps because I was one of the few people around whose faces looked normal. This made me nervous. I turned back towards the alleyway. Whatever was waiting me here couldn't be worse than being surrounded by all those madmen out there. My heartbeat accelerated every time I rounded a corner. I soon noticed that the backstreet layout was quite elaborate. There were no dead ends, and it seemed to stretch on forever. I should have glimpsed an exit leading to the main street long ago. Was I just walking in circles? Right as I was about to turn the corner. Oh fuck. I saw them. It's Lani and Amy! But in disguise. I froze in place. The person on the left spoke. It was the voice of a boy. Oh, you're normal. His words caught me off guard. Why did he mean by normal? And what was up with those masks? Yeah? I tried to sound confident, but my voice shook slightly. The other child spoke. Her voice sounded like a girl's voice. I'm Amy, and this is my brother Lani. Big braining right here. We are in the Mycorrhiza multiverse. She gestured to the smaller kid next to her. We're hiding from the other people, those with weird faces. You're hiding from them too, right? My body slowly relaxed. It seemed like they were really just normal kids. Those masks were still freaking me out though. Yeah, I am. Do you know how we can escape from here or maybe find some help? No, unfortunately not. I thought I knew a good way through these back streets, but I think we're lost. Not because of me though, she wanted to... Amy punched his arm. Ow! Hey! If we had turned back right, I said we should have, we wouldn't be lost anymore. That was a dead end, you dimwit. You just didn't see it because your mask is too big. Lani rubbed his shoulder and started sulking. Why are you wearing those masks in the first place? Some people with those weird faces have been, well, they've been using people with normal faces as material. Oh shit. Lani flinched as Amy muttered those words. It seemed like they had seen some terrible things. Yeah, totally normal slice of life, haha, happy game. Alright, we should probably move on. I'll stick with you. It'll be safer. I couldn't see their faces, but by their body language, I could tell that they were relieved. I too was happy that there were other normal people out here. While we were walking, I tried to find out more about the siblings and what they knew about the situation. Our parents hadn't come back since yesterday night. We didn't think much of it and assumed they'd be back late. But when we woke up, they still weren't there. We wanted to ask some of the neighbors for help, but they weren't home either. I thought we should wait, but I thought that was a dumb idea. If they hadn't come back yet, then something must have happened to them. And you want to be a scientist? Oh yeah, your idea turned out so great, and I never said I want to be a scientist. I still don't know. Yeah, or artist, whatever. I tried to steer the conversation to stop a fight from breaking out. Those feel like some pretty contrasting job choices. They do, don't they? I guess both help people in their own ways. At least that's one. Oh, and then there's like Sabrina, right? Sabrina and Frederick. Let's hide. Okay, let's hide it in the trash bin. Silence. Was the person just standing there looking down the alleyway we were in? Or were they already gone and we just hadn't heard them leave? I managed to suppress my curiosity and decided not to peer around the container. Lanny apparently couldn't. I was about to stop him and pull him back, but it was already too late. He had already peeked out of our hiding spot. His body relaxed slightly and he spoke in a hushed tone. Amy, it's Frederick, our neighbor. Amy perked up. It seemed like they knew this person. Okay, so there's like 4 people so far. Amy, Lanny, Frederick, and Sabrina, I think. I don't know if we're gonna see Sabrina later. As Amy saw my puzzled expression, she started to explain. Don't worry, Frederick is the neighbor we were talking about. He's a bit of a nerd since he's a researcher, but he's pretty cool otherwise. Here, have this, just in case. I'll go talk to him. Oh no! Okay, we gotta accompany them. Ah! He is kind of fine. He looks a little goofy, but he does look kind of fine. He looks nice. I would. Would what you say? That's for you to know and only for the people up there to find out. Anyways, I froze when I saw him. That was the guy I met earlier, and his face was still as ravish as before. How Lanny had recognized him was beyond me. He got the shaggy hair. Zombies. It's zombie Almond. Is he a zombie? Right. Lanny stopped a few feet from Frederick. Are you alright? Your face? Did they do this? Frederick had a puzzled look on his face at first, but his expression soon softened. No. Wood. Wood, right? Wood. Oh, that? How do I look? Terrible. Why can't they just leave us normal people alone? Frederick's expression darkened. My feet flew by themselves and I was quickly approaching Lainey. Lainey was under the misconception that someone else had done this to Frederick, but I knew that he was one of them. I quickly overtook Amy, who had stopped at a safe distance and stood between Frederick and Lanny. Frederick glanced at me. It seemed like he didn't recognize me because of the mask. I was about to tell him to leave us when suddenly I gasped for air. My stomach. He had kicked me in the stomach. I could hear Amy gasp behind me as my knees gave in. My insides grew hot as I held onto my belly, my view fixed on the gray asphalt below me. Oh shit! Fuck! This little motherfucker! Then I heard Lanny cry out. I jerked my head up. No! Hey, let go! No! Is he flying? Let him go! Let him go! Come on! Oh no! They're just fighting with their... Oh, I'm dying. He stabbed me. This motherfucker. Oh, he is so happy. He's out of my simping list. Bruh. I don't want to look at all this. What is this? What's this pill? Wait, didn't Sabrina also give a pill? Oh, all went quiet. Oh my god. Ah! What is that? Oof. What did this happen? Why did this have to happen to them? Why hadn't I been able to help them? Amy. She didn't respond. I looked down the alleyway. There was no trace of Lanny or Frederick. They were gone. As soon, I would die too. I was steadily losing blood and there was no way anyone would find me and help me. I closed my eyes. As my consciousness faded, I felt a small sting in my back, as if something had stabbed me. It was barely noticeable, and then everything went dark. Oh, you finished Amy and Laney's route in the second door. Ooh. Okay. Interesting. I wonder what I would do if I redid this one. Let's speed run this one. I'm curious. We're here again. Hello. What the fuck? Why is he looking at us like that? Bro? Yeah, let's just speed run this part. Yee. Okay. Room 3. So we have many chapters. I think we only have 3 books. Room 1. Room 2. Room 3. Okay, my eyes are still adjusting to the weak lighting. And there she was, lying next to them. Oh, I should have let them food. You let them die. You let Amy and Lenny starve in the door. Ah, fuck. Okay. Fine. What happens if I shoot the dog? I'm curious. Okay. How could you? You shot the dog in the third door. Leave me alone! Well, it is dead, for sure. I feel terrible. Okay. Redo it again. Cause I wanna redo everything. Yeah, why? I got achievements, so I was just kinda curious to see like the achievement. Third time is a charm. Why do I even have to take all of it? I only needed half of it anyway. Don't look at me. Okay. John Wick would come for you. I'm sorry, John Wick. Hello, Papa. Welcome to the stream. 3. Take half. 2. Fuck. I chose the wrong door. Okay, I should take 3. Sure. I should take 1. 1? What good would that do? Okay. No. I think it dies by itself. Do I have to get the gun? Is it possible for me to like... What if I just give Pung 10 ngap, Pung 12 ngap, hi Kalong. Relies on the creepy arts to send off the horror. Probably. Wait, I'm thinking of the thought process here. Hold on. Maybe I don't have to trade my gun. Is what I'm thinking. I feel like I mean, this is a whole visual novel thing. I want to look at that. Okay. My girl's sick. Take half of it. 1. Room 1. No. Room 4. Room 4. Okay, maybe I should just shoot the dog, which I will be very sad for, but let's try. Oh, maybe, or the dog could be dead. Ah! I should... Ah! This is giving me Junji vibes. That's supposed to be the gist of the game. I'm trying to think of like the thought process for like the second one. Hold on. Oh my god. Shoot the dog. Pew pew. Find the exit. Is there another exit maybe I'm not aware of? I'm thinking. If I don't solve it here, I'll probably just like... Okay, we gotta enter room 3 first. Half of it. And then let's go to room 1. Don't give the food. Go to room 3 again. Give Lonnie the medicine. Take none. Room 2. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay, so there's no way that I could go back to the kids. Alright, let's go with 1 then. Okay. Okay. Alright. Pets. This is based off the cat comic. You know what? I have actually read Junji Ito's work. The only one work I have read is the one about his cats. Funnily enough. I shot awake, panting heavily, my clothes sticking to my skin due to all the sweat. My eyes darted around the room, but everything was quiet. I seemed to be safe. A nightmare. Seems like I just had a nightmare. I was at some hotel. There were other people who were... I couldn't remember, but it must have been terrifying. The pulsing pain in my head slowly subsided. I took breaths and kept mumbling to myself that it had all been a dream. Nothing more. After calming down, I decided to take another look around the house. Oh, Yeonmu. Yeah. That's a nice book. Yeah, I used to read that. My client had that book in her house and I read it during our dinner together. It is a very nice book. I left the bedroom to retry the doors, just in case. They were still locked. I just wanted to go home and take a shower. Oh, this looks bright though. I smelled my clothes and they had indeed started to smell slightly sour. This place seemed to have nothing left to offer. I better off out in the streets now that it was daytime. If I wasn't missing my wallet, then I would be getting something to eat as well. I was starving. I left the house for the bright sunlight. The back street didn't seem so bad anymore. I found it to be rather cozy and quaint. I made my way down the path until I heard the faint sound of conversation in the distance. A weight lifted from my heart when I first glimpsed people walking around in a pedestrian area. There weren't many of them, and as I looked around, I got the feeling that this was rather a small town. Trees and flowers were planted at regular intervals, which gave it a more rural atmosphere. It didn't matter. I could finally ask for help. "Excuse me, could you tell me where I am?" The woman blinked at my approach. She frowned and scowled in my general direction. "This is Kecuali." Oh, so we've arrived at Kecuali. There's a whole— wait, hold on. Is this the city located, like the one city located in the middle of the whole alien planet thing? Like this is the one city? Osama, let me chew into my donut for bed. Give me a moment. I have like the chocolate donut with the little crunch, like little chocolate marbles on top. Very crunchy. I think my tooth hurts for some reason. Maybe it's a curse for playing this game. Give me donuts. No. My only donut. Yum 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 yum. Sharing is caring. Not with donuts today. Anyways. She looked uncomfortable talking to me, so I thanked her and let her be. Leave the poor lady alone. Kecuali. I had never heard of a town with that name. Where? How did I end up here? The thought of being somewhere I didn't recognize scared me. How was I supposed to get back home if I didn't have the slightest idea where to go? I took a deep breath to calm myself down. My next best bet would be asking someone to allow me to make a call from their mobile phone. I approached an older man in a business suit. "Menanyakan? Excuse me, may I use your phone? I'm a bit lost and would like to call a friend of mine so he can pick me up." His lips curled into a grimacing frown. Sorry, I'm in a bit of a hurry." I approached person after person, but I had no luck. No one wanted to lend an unkempt, half-dressed stranger their phone. As I made my way through a side street, I overheard two elderly women. I heard of some violent incidents recently. Most got away with just a flesh wound, saying that they were attacked by someone or something. Yeah, I heard that too. I wonder if it has anything to do with the pet disappearances. I heard of another cat that hadn't come back in several days. I was so focused on the conversation that I almost ran into a girl. Oh, it's May. I mumbled an apology until I realized that she had approached me on purpose. Hi. Hi. You need to call someone, right? She extended her hand and offered me her phone. How did you know? I've seen you asking people for one. She nervously shuffled her feet and glanced away. Thank you. It won't take long. I took her phone. It was a red flip phone with a small panda hanging from a strap. Oh, that's cute. The top wire read May's phone. Her background was set to a picture of herself in a pedestrian area. That place in the picture looked oddly familiar, but I was likely just imagining it. I'm imagining that it's probably the town square from the second door. I brushed that thought aside and dialed her friend's number, but the call didn't go through. I tried it again, but the result was the same. Maybe their phone was turned off? I tried my parents' house phone, then my job's front desk, then my boss's personal cell. each time the call failed. I was sure that I had the right numbers. Maybe the phone had a bad connection? It seems like the calls won't connect for some reason. Maybe I'll have more luck trying a landline. My phone does act up sometimes. You might be right. Still, thank you. I didn't want to hold her up any longer, so I gave her her phone back. After a rushed farewell, I wandered off. I wanted to quickly look for another way to get in contact with someone I knew. It occurred to me that I should have asked her for directions to the police station. I turned to look for her, but she had already vanished. As I made my way through town, I could definitely feel the tension in the air. She was right. Everyone was on edge. While I was passing by an alleyway, something caught my eye. They were too big to be rats. I couldn't really make anything out of other than their eerie, glowing eyes. Maybe it was a cat gang searching the trash for food? Apropos food. Oh, I was starving. But I couldn't possibly ask random people to feed me, and since my wallet was missing, I didn't have any money to buy me something. Though, there were oddly tempting looking plants growing nearby. Don't eat weird plants that you don't know, you Scott! Buds fixed on stems were sticking out of the ground. Each plant was surrounded by a number of small mushrooms. As I stared at them, I felt a pull. Their strange appearance hypnotized me, and without me noticing, my feet inched closer, and closer, and closer. Don't eat them! Oh. Why did my mouse move by itself? What? I broke away from the hypnotic pull of the plants. What was I thinking? It didn't matter how hungry I was, they may be poisonous. But my hunger was beginning to gnaw at my insides. My vision grew blurry. He knew how long it had been since I had eaten. Suddenly I collapsed and the world around me vanished. I just died. It was dark when I awoke. It seemed like no one had bothered to help me. I tried to get up, but I couldn't. My whole body was paralyzed from hunger. Something was shuffling by my ear. I felt the sniffing of an animal. Perhaps one of those cats I saw earlier. I couldn't bring myself to look. I lost interest and walked past me toward the plants. I heard more follow. Hello, Mr. Housefighter. As they padded into view, I noticed that something was off about them. It must have been my mind playing tricks on me. My hunger was overwhelming. Something about their bodies was wrong. They started to eat the plants. They were smacking rather loudly and made unnatural fleshy sounds. Every now and then, one would pause and give out a low growl that didn't at all sound like a cat's. It was more like a slightly higher-pitched bear growl. After a while, the sounds diminished and I felt their presence vanish. I gathered my strength and forced myself to my feet. What had just happened? What were those creatures? The violent crimes that I had heard about earlier popped into my mind. My hands began to shake. Oh. What would have happened if I hadn't been paralyzed and if they had noticed that I was still alive? I took a cautious look around. Most house lights were still lit. I mustn't have been out for long. Once again, my body gave off a deep growl. It was as if my stomach was eating itself. I had to get some food or else I was in danger of collapsing again. Take a look around. Or ask for help. Let's ask for help. I mean, sure, they're gonna deny me, but I don't want to look around and then something was pushing me and we have to get hypnotized to eat those plants again. I was sure they'd turn me away, but I was desperate. This was an emergency after all. Uncertainly, I approached the closest house and knocked. I was surprised when the door actually opened. Hi there, come in. How nice of you to visit. Oh, it's Sabrina. Before me stood a fashionably dressed woman with a big smile on her face. She seemed welcoming, but her movements were rather stiff and almost mechanical. It was as if they had been practiced over and over again. The hat, the scarf, and the bag around her shoulders suggested that she was about to leave. Oh, the bag? Don't worry about it. I just think it suits me, so I've gotten used to wearing it around the house. That seemed unpractical, but I guess she was very conscious about her appearance. Now come in. Everyone's already inside. Do we know each other? Ah, you must be a new neighbor then. I'm Sabrina. Come in. I mean, if we're getting food, might as well. Frederick! Frederick! Hottie. I'm trying to figure out the time sequence. It might be the left and the right and then the middle, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna chew my donut. I'm Scott. Fuck strangers, we eat food now. We don't have a phone. Interesting. No problem at all. Please excuse me for one moment though. Oh. I'm gonna go wash my dishes. Okay. The other two were taking quite a while. Very nice, interesting pictures. Very normal. Hello, May. Hey. Where's Sabrina? Girl? You're acting quite sussy. Oh no. Fuck. She's acting quite suspicious. Are you eating? Yeah. No, that sound of what you're hearing is not me eating. That's my dog scratching her little cone. She's wearing her coat of shame. I felt May's eyes follow me to the basement. Always the basement. Something to do with the basement has always been filming. I squinted down the stairs. It was almost pitch black. I swallowed back my nerves and carefully crept down into the darkness. Maybe I should have called out to Sabrina, but something told me not to. Why was she down here anyway? Didn't she tell us that she wanted to make more tea? I managed to reach the bottom stair and peeked around the corner. There, I saw her kneeling by a lamplight in front of a large cage. Thank you. I have been giving the juice of life. Give me a moment while I drink this. A basket of the strange plant sat beside her. Is she feeding like Frederick or something? There. It's alright. Girl! Take a good sniff of the cup. I'll avenge them and get rid of my biggest rival in one go. Does Sabrina and Frederick have like beef or something? Maybe? Hi, juice. Yeah, lemon water. Maybe I should just like mind my own business. Oh, hell yeah. I've been offered the elixir and the food of life. No. I've been given the all-powerful satay. Gremlin pie or mama pie? Both. They both just came home from, I think they were like shopping for stuff, for clothes, I believe. But yeah, I got some satay. Is this chicken or? Ooh. Chimkan satay. Very nice. We gotta eat on Halloween while wow, what was I saying? While playing this horror game. Also, you guys don't forget to eat as well. Oh, I love. You know what? Are you okay? Oh. Not me playing the horror game and my sister's screaming. You should brush your teeth, then drink lemonade. No. I may be an alien, but I know that doesn't give you the best taste. Also, if you heard my sister screaming, it's because there was a cockroach. We're good. No horror here. Don't worry. Except for like insects. There you are, all ready to go? Upon hearing Frederick's loud voice, I jumped. What I had seen in the basement had made me anxious. I took a quick look around and saw that May was already gone. Sure, I'm ready. Leaving already? I just need some more tea. Girl, I do not trust your tea. Ah, sorry, dear. I'm just not young enough to stay out late like we used to. She put on a playful pout. Oh, you do wound me. Come by again. You know you're welcome anytime. A little sussy. I was glad to leave, but I just seen was still nagging on my mind. Frederick might invade her. I had to tell him. I don't know what. Oh, to my surprise, he wasn't nearly as upset at Sabrina as I thought he would be. He actually seemed to be more upset at me. That's why I let geckos live, because they eat roaches. You know what? That's right. I think you should have not snooped around the house with someone who invited you over. I was left perplexed. What just happened? I thought I was warning him, but instead, I've been scolded like a child. His face relaxed and he gave me his usual smile. It seemed slightly pained this time. I suppose there's been no harm done. Perhaps he just didn't believe me. I couldn't blame him. I noticed more and more vacant houses as we crept through the town. Some were boarded up. Doors have been left wide open. Why are there so many empty houses in here? These houses have been vacant for a while now. Frederick's a little sussy. Are we at his house? Like, did we leave his house? This kind of looks like another angle of the house we saw earlier. He looks very upset. I'm so tired. I just want to call my friend. I just want to go home. Alright, here you are. Alright. Da 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 da. There's no dial tone. These rodents kept getting to my cables. Oh. Okay. Take a look around. Oh boy. Check this study. Entering Frederick's study felt like I was crossing a line. If he didn't lock it, that's on him. After all, he had invited me into his home and was trying to help me, but my curiosity overwhelmed me. I was wondering what that thing in Sabrina's basement was, and maybe I could find answers here. I took a look at the table to see what he was working on. I flipped over a picture frame, and an open journal grabbed my attention. I decided to sneak a peek at the picture, and was surprised to find a photograph of Sabrina and Frederick. They looked older than the picture I had seen at Sabrina's place. I depicted them in a park as they were having a picnic. A canvas set up nearby. Why was it lying around face down? Perhaps he just hadn't had the time to hang it up yet. I'm reading while like holding like satay elegantly in my hand. I turned my attention to the journal. His writing was messy, but I would probably be able to decipher it with some effort. Let's just read the book. There's a whole pet system going around right now, okay? Now I knew that he was a fantasy writer. See? You saw all those bizarre things earlier, and you're thinking like, oh yeah, he's definitely a fantasy writer. You just saw those strange Sate Madura or Padang. The normal chicken one. I don't know what it's called. Like, you saw it with your own two eyes. weird ass plants that you're about to eat and you're thinking, oh yeah, he's probably a fantasy writer. Boy! Scott Pilgrim, come on! With doubts gnawing at my mind, I made my way back to the telephone. Okay, let's call. Was it red sauce or peanut sauce? It's peanut sauce. I've never seen red sauce, I think, so. Scott, come on! I'm thinking maybe he's like in an alternate dimension. Or he's still like dreaming or something. Like he's in a coma or something and now he can't leave. Excuse me, isn't this Tom's telephone number? I don't know who that is. Are you another scam caller? Don't call me again. You've never had satay padang? Oh! I mean, satay padang's like... No. I have had satay padang. It's just like... The satay padang sauce I have isn't red. I was thinking like red, like sambal red. And I was like, huh? I don't think I've ever had red sauce before. Boy! Are we seeing him feeding his plant whatever again? Yes, you have the scent now, don't you? We must take care of this one tonight. He's curious. He will find the secret much faster than the others. Oh boy. Oh fuck! What the hell? That is my dog. Frederick was screaming at me, but I could barely think about him. You know who this is? This looks like the dog from Full Metal Alchemist. I don't know what he's called. Oh boy, you're missing out on satay padang. I eat satay padang. It's just like the sauce is not red. Does it have like 3 mounts or 2? There's one up here that's divided into 4, and there's a second one here, and there's a third one here. How does the organs work? What the fuck? I had to get out. Yeah, we're leaving. I can't understand never eating. I've eaten. I have eaten satay padang, yes, stinkies. Satay padang sauce here doesn't use cornstarch, which is better if you're eating it cold. Oh, I've never eaten it cold, I think. I've only eaten it warm. I've eaten satay padang before. I've never eaten satay kuda, I think. Clinchi, I have. It's too hard. Maranggi, I have no idea which one's maranggi. Oh my god. I just wanna leave. Okay. Let's see if we can get a nice ending. Oh. Our cautiousness faded. Does this open a new door? Love thy neighbor. You finished Sabrina and Frederick's route in the
first door. Okay. Huh. Alright. How many times does this make it now? Never thought his presence would make such a huge difference. Seems like his use is nearing to its end. Okay, so this is like the final door. Maybe. What? What was... My head felt like it was splitting open. What was I doing? I had seen something. A nightmare? No. It had been real, hadn't it? The pain was nearly unbearable. Images that seemed to have no relation to each other flashed through my mind. A plant, a dark room full of people, distorted faces, and an ocean. 2 children, a blood trail, a pack of cats. My head felt as if it was about to burst, and then... it was over. The pain was gone. I steadied myself. The images I had seen, were they hallucinations? Or were they memories? My mind was all jumbled up. Everything looked normal. We're in a normal town, guys. Oh, we were in the lab. Wait. My lab? Wait, are these people I know? Oh boy, am I the start of all these plants coming to life and stuff? My stuff is gone, okay. We are in the white room now. Okay. My hands began to shake. The closer I got to the piece of paper, the worse that their trembling had became. I hesitantly let my eyes wander over to the red writing. Thank you for participating in my experiments. What? May? No, I kind of saw it coming. She was a little creepy the last part. Another May? Huh? Not all mysteries solved yet. You finished the outro. Okay. Okay. That was something. I'm still confused, but it's like... maybe if I replay some chapters, it'll help me like understand more. Cooking companions, assets! They're all connected. They're all connected. They're all connected together. They're all big braining. Last week I played Cooking Companions. I'm playing this now. Everyone is always connected. Was there cabbage earlier? I might have to look for it then. Maybe I missed it. Congratulations on finishing Mycorrhiza. I seriously hope that you've enjoyed this experience. Before you're sent to the title screen, there are some things you should know. On the title screen, you'll notice a new menu called Extra. You'll find post-game content and additional information about this game's story. Oh! Okay. Okay. Makan kelinci, sate kelinci, yeah. We have done our best to make Mycorrhiza as bug-free, typo-free, and enjoyable as possible. There was one bug, I just forgot where it was, but it's somewhere in my stream. I don't think it was Not a bug, typo. It was I think it was like something. It should have had 2 before the sentence, but I forgot what it was. Okay, feedback form. Link to the form in the games menu. I will fill it out after the stream. Oh, okay. I mean, I already followed Twitter. The developers here. Thank you, developer-san, for coming. I really appreciate it. I might do like a little thumbnail for it. Okay, here's the extra. Hello? Oh, I'm awake. We're just starting over again. Okay. No escape. Had someone been in here while I was asleep? Oh, and what do they mean by no escape? I tugged on the door. It didn't budge. I tugged again and again and again, each time with increasing force. It didn't move an inch. Was I actually trapped in here? Oh my god, we're stuck, guys. And to my surprise, one opened. Ooh. One opened. This looks like a study. A very empty study. Okay. Oh, okay. So like this is kind of creative. Welcome, Maria. Maria? Is that her actual name? Hints to finding the keys, part 1. Every door has one key. The first door is the easiest. The third door is the hardest. For the third door, the order is important. Yes. Obtain the journal. Okay. So, Are you stuck? Step Almond. Stop. Remember their mother. Oh my god! Was the dog thing their mother? Amy and Lanny's mother? That's crazy. Okay. Thank you for the tip. Order was important. Yeah, for the door, it was definitely important. You ate the plant in the first door. You kept reading Frederick's journal on the field. Okay. So the third door has few rooms that I can get into. Okay. Too little, too late. Starving companion. You again! Pengembara mode? Is this an Indonesian developers game? Am I dumb? I wasn't aware if it was actually. I have like instinct for some reason. Pengembara means like in-ear mode, right? I don't know how to explain it. I don't know what the English word is, but I get what you mean. Cabbage! Get out. Everywhere I go, I see this little guy. Okay, so we gotta replay everything. Let's try eating like the plant. I might die, but let's try. I hear cabbage. Why? I have been summoned. Surprise Indo moment. Right? Something red dripped on the ground. Yes, I'm finally dying. Congratulations. The outcome I was expecting. My tongue. I had just died. Oh wait. Oh fuck. Shit. What the hell? My hand. There's a... what's it called? What's that anime series called with the parasite moment? We're warping, but we can't handle the transformation, so we're gonna die. Just another normal almond stream. Okay. You ate the plant in the first floor. Try again, give up. Don't eat. Take a look around. Okay. What am I looking at? What am I finding? Oh! We're entering the Lani and Amy door. The person who had followed me was a small boy. He looked up at me, his eyes filled with fear. Why were you following me? I slowly unclenched my fist. I need help for my sister. Your sister? Yeah, she's hurt. I was only following to see if you're one of them. One of who? Yeah, we gotta save Amy now. Weird, because in the third door, I think we're saving Lainey. Okay, what's up, bro? Oh, he's whistling. Fuck. It was a slow and somber melody that reverberated through the empty halls of the building. The atmosphere it created sent shivers down my spine, and then it was over. Okay. Her arms. Oh no! She must have eaten the plant! Another normal day in Almond Town. The lesson here is don't eat any strange plants that grow nearby your house, okay? Oh my god. Who is this? Something sniffing the air, okay. Fuck! We gotta play. We are flaying. It's over. Oh, it's going to go for like, is there one of the kids? Oh no. But Mon, what's the point of having weird plants other than shoving them in your mouth? Maybe, consider this. You should stay away from them. I know it's a wild thought, but you should stay away from eating weird plants or food. You finished Amy and Lenny's route in the first door. Okay. We're retrying again. Don't eat them. Ask for help. Take a look around. Check the study. Take the book. I found a little key, cause I'm not dumb like that. Oh god, I got a jump scare because I was speed running it. Take a break, continue on. Continue on. You found key 1. Okay, we got the key for the first door. Nice. Extra. Okay, so what would we get here? Okay, let's switch on the computer. What are we getting? Welcome, Maria. Okay, picture. Gruesome pictures. Our department was tasked with finding a cure for the recent outbreak. So there's a pandemic, and I was appointed co-team lead to help with our insane workload. Since my partner will cover the logistical side of things, I can focus on research, experimentation, and choosing what to share with other departments. First, I'd like to summarize the subject. A new type of disease was discovered at excavation site 1208Z0Z2. It was simply named 12080Z0Z2 disease, or ZOZ for short. Cause unknown. Team D is currently stationed on site for security and sample collection. The rest of us work in labs. ZOZ has no symptoms at first, but eventually causes lightheadedness, which is strange since it keeps blood flowing to the head. Suddenly, victims fall into a coma. Their bodies decay, their neck regions hardens, and they're presumably to prevent blood loss, and their brain mostly stays intact. Due to the disease's mysterious nature and transmissibility, we are forbidden to leave the quarantine zone. Those of us working on the cure here are especially at high risk. The chance of contamination is high. Thanks to Team D, we know that the spore-like microorganisms are likely the cause of ZOZ. This confirms a prior theory about aerial transmission. Furthermore, we discovered that the heads from our excavation site are emitting more of them. I don't know how many of us are infected, but recent victims of ZOZ should start exhibiting its few symptoms any day now. Further testing is needed to learn how these microorganisms affect our bodies in such gruesome ways. If we can do that, we can find ways to fight against ZOZ. This entire situation is giving me a headache. With all the information gathered by Team D, we were able to draft a rough plan for the cure's development. I'm hopeful that we can make it quickly, before ZOZ spreads beyond the local populace. Each team has set up sleeping quarters in and around the labs, so that everyone can spend as much time as possible working on this. Some of us have gotten as little as 1 hour of sleep these past few nights. Hopefully, our sacrifices will be worth it. One variant of the cure is making steady progress. Otherwise, things have been generally slow. I fear the longer this takes, the more our morale will fall, especially as people within the quarantine zone fall victim to ZOZ. A colleague of mine broke down when he heard that ZOZ had traveled further than expected. His family lived in one of the newly affected quarantine zones. Team C also had problems with one of their scientists, who got themselves banned from the research center. Apparently, she performed non-consensual experiments on people infected with ZOZ. I'm looking at you, May. I think it's you. Due to the dire situation we're in, some might want to try extreme methods, but I agree she went too far. Hopefully, nothing similar happens here. For now, I think I need to lay down. One of our facility's branches created a reliable means of telling whether someone has ZOZ before they fall into a coma. I've been given a prototype test and was curious enough to try it out myself. Unfortunately, it came back positive.
I should have known, since I've been handling the sports daily. Not even following every possible precaution helped. How am I supposed to finish my research now? I'll just have to do it as quickly as possible. No one can know. This can't all be for nothing. The cure my team has been working on is almost complete. If I can, I'm going to try it out on myself first, since it should wipe out any ZOZ spores within an affected person. It's my only hope. At least this way, if something happens, no one else has to suffer from our short-sightedness. I don't know if I have much time. I know I don't have much time left, so I've been working on it non-stop. I don't want to try it with someone without knowing, with 100% certainty, that the cure works. If it does, it should affect uninfected people. We'll distribute it to everyone if so. It's better to be safe than sorry. I don't want to think about what will happen to me if it's ineffective. Writing these logs is getting harder. Darkness sometimes creeps in on the edges of my vision. It's difficult to stand, and I feel like I'm working through water. If this ends up being my last entry, then goodbye everyone, and good luck. Okay. Animals, mainly mammals, seem to be highly attracted to plants. Most eat them. Some are even addicted. But we keep looking. So this might have been the start of like the whole weird plant enigma that is affecting other people, the one that's spreading the spores. Okay. Yeah, dogs, mammals are super addicted to it. Weird monster dissolves, sneak down and kill someone. Ah, here you go. My working hypothesis is simple. These monsters, which are also called pets, can be used to seek out and kill someone, but they die immediately afterward. While I've mourned the loss of my colleague and friend, I need to continue our research. Okay. So they're... Okay, I should be okay as long as I avoid leaving anything of mine in someone's home. They can only do something they have my scent after all. So this is, it's just too bad those things die after only one use. So this is clearly, what's his name? Part 2, okay. Find the book at the last moment, okay. Learn about their mother and give her the food. Oh, that's how about we kept reading and then on the field. Good boy. Good boy. Bark bark. Bark bark. Let's try. Oh my god. Good boy, bark bark. Frederick? Okay, we gotta speed run this. So we could try the last option in Frederick's study. You ask for help. Or we can look around. Check the study. Leave the book alone. Check the living room. Okay. Good boy, bark bark. Good boy, bark bark. Okay, minimalistic. Evolutionary development. Okay. Intersection between zoology and biology. Fuck. Okay, so that's the living room. So let's try, what's it called? Let's try the last one. Would be looking at the pictures. And there's the one with the key where I have to either go on or what's it called? Pause or go on, I think. Okay, let's try each and every option. Whee!
I'm just glad they had like a speed run. Take a look around, check the pictures. I took a look at the pictures hanging in the wall. There weren't too many, but he seemed pretty cheerful in all of them, especially the ones with his dog. Dog, huh? Nothing else caught my eye. I should... Door 1, any percent speedrun, lol. I should really take a quick break to make sure that I wouldn't collapse along the way. So I sat down for a bit and kept a lookout for the monster. After catching my breath, I suddenly remembered the journal. Maybe this would be a good time to take another peek inside. Read it. Small peek wouldn't hurt. Okay, I think... I installed a GPS chip on my own dog and followed around to see what was going on. Eventually, I found it eating one of those odd-looking plants. I tried to stop it, but it growled at me. Never had I seen it act that way before. There was nothing I could do but let it finish. I took one of the plants with me to study it. Not too long after, I noticed that my dog had changed. It was a bit bigger, and its hair was falling out in great quantities. It also started to bark at me seemingly for no reason. I tried a bit of the plant myself, hoping to see why it was so drawn to it, but I found the taste nearly unbearable. I set the journal down. I thought I had just heard a sound. I jerked my head around to find the source. There was nothing. Maybe it was just my imagination, or maybe it was time to keep moving. Continue reading? I awoke the next day to a piercing pain in my left arm. At first, I was horrified to find that it was entirely bent out of shape, but something inside me suppressed my fear. I calmly stood to fix it. At first, I thought about getting rid of it, but the pain had already subsided. I was able to flatten it by beating it with a hammer. I had lost all feeling in the limb by that point. What would people think if I went out with a bent arm? I began to look for my dog. The first thing I found were large animal footprints, much too large for its paws. The kitchen had been torn apart and strange hair littered the whole house. Then I found it, or at least something that was once my dog. I could still see the resemblance, but most of its hair had fallen out and its jaw was dislocated. It began to growl as soon as it looked at me. Shortly after, it jumped on me with no provocation. It was hard to keep off with just one hand, but its teeth had fallen out, making it nearly harmless. I managed to knock it out and lock it up in the basement. Now I had definitely heard something. I felt real uneasy about this, but I didn't want to stop reading. Continue reading. Alright, where was I? I froze up. There was definitely something near me, and it was close. Way too close. I could almost feel its rag breath on my skin. My heart was starting to race. My chest contracted to the point where I had difficulties breathing. I slowly saw— oh. Okay. Try again. Okay. I think there's one more that I could do. Wonder what that was though. Lamau. Lamau, me indeed. I clown. This was the story one. I think it was this. What is this? Good boy. This is the one I haven't gotten. Maybe I should stay. Oh. Backed it up a little too much. So there should be one where I stay put, right? That's an option. We're unlocking all of those options tonight, baby. Speed run. Eat, eat, eat. Stay here and wait. Alright, it's all done. Okay, that didn't unlock anything. So what am I missing? It has something to do with the little doggo, right? I think it might. Not this one. This one. You're twisting my arm. Line is on a good boy. What is this? Do I turn into a dog? Left eye never, okay. On the field, okay. You ate the final first door, okay. So there should be an option. The good boy achievement is an Easter egg. Oh! Well, what is the Easter egg? Or maybe I'll find out later. Go back to bed. Me. Okay, let's do this one. Door 2, right? Okay, this one was the one where I could do... There's only one choice I think I could do here. Or 2. Whack ass doggo, get out. Fuck. Stay on the main street. Okay. She had something taken care of. Little sussy. Little sussy. They don't own a dog. A little scary. I could only imagine what lurked in those abandoned areas. Okay. She is gone again. Take a look around the building. I wonder if the dog can be clicked. I don't know. Uneasy feelings stuck my stomach. Oh, blood and goop. Alright, we're just gonna... Frederick Steiner. Ruh-roh. These in the book are too simple. I don't have time for these childish games if I want to be as funny as the most hilarious one. Taken from the face? Nonsense. Why just the face? There's so much missed potential. Uh-oh. This is Frederick, isn't it? Ah! What the fuck? It's just not scary. It doesn't give a sense of dread. It's a dread if I was in this situation, honestly. I feel like if I'm here, I would cry. I feel like with most well, Junji and Junji inspired, it's not meant to give you like scary as in jump scare. It's just like horrifying. Okay, I died. The most hilarious man. Why is that so funny? I got the most hilarious man achievement. Oh boy. Go through the back streets, stay on the main street. Enter the apartment. Okay. What will happen if I enter the apartment? Hello? Ma'am? Hello? Are we Frederick? Take a look around the apartment. Check the desk. Check the book. Oh boy. This is the same, I think this is the same like horror as two women. Oh. Hello, mama. Oh boy. Does she look horrifying? Oh shit! She got double faces. Were those face parts? Who is this? I just want to leave, honestly. Damn, she's just a she's such a bad bitch though, right? You finished her route of the second door. Okay. Interesting. I think we can grab something in the last minute. Hold on. So maybe I have to click on a certain sequence to grab the book. Oh no, I could feel the weight of the book in my pocket. I was sure I put it here. She rummaged the desk. What? What? Where is it? I know it was here. It was here! She cast the bottles from this desk to the ground. They shattered, spilling their sickly, sweet-smelling contents across the carpet. The panic drained from her face. It's okay. It's okay. I just need to buy a new one. That's completely fine. I'll just ask the most hilarious one if he has one left over. He has to. She scurried out of the apartment, leaving the door wide open. Okay, let's just go. Yay! P2, nice, nice. Damn, she's such a bad bitch though. She is. Not gonna lie. I try unlocking the other. I think we have like other achievements as well. Give me a moment. Extra. You can open. Okay. Computer. Alright, so we have book 2 now. What is the. Okay, most hilarious one. Jokes over. You're a fun guy. Is what I need to try. Okay. Yeah, we got all of these. This only has 3. I don't know if there are any more. Okay, the epidemic just broke out. So this is... My sister still hasn't come home since she left. This is May. Probably. What are you doing out there, Mary? Oh, Mary. So there's so Maria and Mary, I guess. Pinnacle of face comedy, distortion removal and addition. Distortion is addition. Okay. Scissors, a big sharp knife, a handsaw. Oh, so this is like how you change the expressions. Alright. Alright. I don't know what good boy is. You're a fun guy. Alright. Thank you for that. Hangry. Alright. She is a bad bitch, I'm not gonna lie. Let's try book 2. But we go to the other street. Because I think you can do that as well. Oh, you can only do that one route. Okay, en route, I guess. So after this, we'll do like the third book. Oh my god, we're just speed running it at this point. I'm sweating like a sinner in church. Cabbage? Cabbage! What, Mir? What is it, girly? You wanna climb? Here. Here. She can't climb, she's dumb, apparently. You should shower, Stinky. Probably I will. Okay, let's just try the third one then. We played it. It seems that we have accidentally played it backwards. So this is Sabrina. Okay, let's go to the third one because that's the only. Oh no. Go to the first room first. Let's try getting to the first room first. Okay, none have entered. Human, but it sounded like a gurgling noise. Oh boy, what is this? Oh, it's a girl. Oh, it was the same girl that we ran into the deck. Okay. So more accidental lore. Wait, no, come here. What do you want? We're not sleeping. Ah, your body is all red, son, baby. Her body was limp. Okay. Let's check in on the kids. They should be doing a little better. Alright. Take none. Let's go back to the first room again. Their slight twitching was very noticeable in the dim light. Their head. Oh, oh shit! Ah! What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god. What if I go to the... Oh, it's white. What the fuck is that? Oh shit. Oh wow, the scratching was getting louder and louder. My instincts told me to run. What the hell? Why are titans here? They weren't human anymore. You finished the first room in the third door.
I think you just keep getting in. Wow, everybody's fighting now. Almond gone. Almond perished. Oh, she back. Oh, everyone's dead. This delays, man. Oops. Something soft and wet. My body froze. Oh, Laney's up and about now. He feels better. Wow. Okay, at least they're better. Okay. So this is a whole new chapter. A Doberman with a red collar. No. I think that's your dog next door. Oh boy. Okay, so I think there should be a sequence in which we find out about the parents. Good on the food. So maybe we have to maybe I'll get the food first. Feed the other person food. Okay, I have a sequence in mind, but I don't know if it's gonna work. Is my thing. Okay, food. I'll go to 3 first. Take half of it. 1. Yes. 3. Yes. Take none. And go back to 1. Okay. 3. Take none. 1. Two, maybe? So I have to take the food from the beginning, I think. They're lost. Okay. He was nowhere to be seen, okay. You have food and water. Give them to us. No, we don't have anything. Okay. I took a look around the room. Everyone was sitting in their own corner, eyes fixed on the ground. They looked more vanished than the last time I seen them. He's not here anymore. Did they just kill him and they like ate him? Another normal day, I guess. Oh. Okay. I took a look around the room and through my teary eyes. There were piles of something. While quickly covering my nose, I wiped at my watering eyes and took a closer look. There were big mountains of clothes scattered throughout the room. Some kinds of insects were buzzing around them. But there was also a big red pile. At first I thought it was flesh, but as I got closer, I realized that it was mostly organs. I quickly stepped backwards towards the wall, but as I did, I almost stumbled over something. I let a shout as I tried to regain my balance. I glanced at the floor to see what I had stepped on. It was a woman who was leaning on the wall, but her appearance was off. Her stomach was horribly bloated, as if it was about to burst at any moment. Oh, I thought she was just pregnant. Right next to her was a knife that was covered in blood. It didn't seem like she was killed with it, as I didn't see any stab wounds on her. Instead, she was covered in many small bruises. Either way, she was undeniably dead, even if I couldn't quite make out why. This whole room was bizarre. Piles of clothes, piles of organs, and a woman with a bloated stomach. What had happened here? I quickly came to the conclusion that there was no use thinking about it, and I wanted to get out of here as soon as possible. The stench was killing me. She was hungry. Oh, damn. Well, I'm stuck here. Okay. So for jar 3, it matters. The sequence matters. So learn about their mother and give her the food. Oh, okay. Let's try going to them, but after Frederick dies. Oh my god, we're just replaying everything. Yar. You're feeling better? Okay. I can't give her the food. Can't give them the food, okay. Can I just give the dog the food? Okay. So let's see the sequence that we have right now, or what we're missing. We're missing the last in there. So this is probably, oh. This is an Easter egg. That one as well. Oh, you didn't give Lanny any medicine at the 3rd floor and see the results. Okay, we could try that one. Okay. So we let them die, basically. Okay.
Let's try. Wow. I don't know why the Ingat was like a whole other jump scare. Like speedrunning it is a whole other jump scare. Okay. So what if I don't give the food, but I still... no. Almond! Hi, Alin! Welcome to the stream. We're just, like, mind playing the whole roots of this entire game now. How you doing? Boom! Okay. I want to just take you to the choice that matters. I mean, what's the choice sometimes? The thing is with this one, it kind of has to go in a certain sequence. Take half of it. Hi! Ooh. Hello! Yes. No. Take none. Just kept getting jump scared. Oh, he got mushroom on his face now. Scott? Uh-oh. Lainey's body seemed to be floating in the middle of the room, but I quickly realized that it was just supported by some vines. It looked like they had just sprouted out of him. How was this possible? Where was Amy? I couldn't see her anywhere. Amy? Are you in here? Are you alright? No reply. She had to be. There was no way she could. My eyes darted around in a panic until I finally spotted her. It was Amy, but my heart sank into my stomach. There had been no way to escape the expanse of the vines. Where is she? So she must have been entangled in them, and then something wet slid down my cheek. But I barely noticed it. I hadn't known them for that long, but I still felt responsible. I was their chance to escape this hell, but I had let them down. I couldn't find her. I don't know. Just you and me, buddy. Alright, so to get the last key, I have to go to a certain sequence, but I don't know what the sequence is. Okay. Key of the third door. Okay. Let's try another route. Oh my god, it's gonna kill me. ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Gotta save the dog. Gotta save the dog. I want kimchi. Okay, let's get to... I think he feels better if we directly give him the medicine. Take half of it. Room again. Okay. There's a sequence. You know what? I'm just gonna look up the sequence actually. I feel like I'm at my wit's end. How to apply mycorrhiza fungi. Complete guide to mycorrhiza fungi. Well, I do appreciate that. I really do. But I don't mean the mushroom. I mean the game. Okay, give me a moment. Let me see. I'm curious what the sequence is for like the third door. I was like, mycorrhiza, how to like, you know, like my Google is like thinking, oh, she seems to have a more... She seems to have developed like a liking for... Where is it? There we go. Oh my god, it's 3 hours? The total game with the keys and everything? Wait, how long have you been playing? 3 hours! Huh, so I'm kind of on the dot. What is the sequence here? Okay, let's try it one more time. If I can't solve this one tonight, then I guess we'll just end it quickly. Middle! Oh! Right, tank top ripped into 2. Yay! dogs did. Wish there was a way for me to leave without the... Okay, hold on. So I shouldn't give it to room 1 because it's never gonna change anywhere. Maybe I'll give it to room 2 then, but I'll enter multiple times. Maybe. Maybe that's the solution. I don't know. My brain hurty. I can just straight up start with the first room. Because we're not giving food to them anyway, so might as well. No, because it's their Doberman. Okay, I can't figure it out, so... Let's just go back to the main menu. Yeah. Alright, so that was Mycorrhiza. Basically, we... Truly something, this game. Truly horrifying. I actually really like the visuals. I kinda get the story. I just don't know what the epilogue of the story is yet. I know that it has something to do with like spores. They like found spores or plants of some kind and they're in the middle of research, but those plants seem to have spread spores that have developed a disease that is called ZOZ. It has a long name, but it's easier to call ZOC. And the research team as well, research team's families have been exposed to it, which means they are sick of it. And the one we saw, the actual ending is two sisters, Maria and I don't remember what the other one, Mary, I think it's Mary, who are both, one is a researcher and the other one is the family that's waiting for her at home. That's all I remember so far. There might be others that I might forget. Thank you for checking out my Mycorrhiza. We really appreciate support. Again, it is a nice game with really good visuals, and there must be like more to the story that I'm sure you guys would want to unlock. If you want to get the game, it's down below. Okay, so that's going to be all from me tonight. We played 3 hours. I didn't even notice. I will be next door tomorrow. I will be playing Reverse 1999 as promised and as on the request of Gabe. So I hope you guys can watch me play that tomorrow on a new account. So I'll see you all tomorrow at 8 as usual. Okay? For now, I just ended here. Again, thank you so much for the Mycorrhiza team, as well as the developers and the publishers that gave me the opportunity to review this game for free. Like, even if I haven't actively read Junji Ito's like works, I see the inspiration. They did a pretty swell job capturing the Ito vibes. Definitely, like visual wise, it's really, really good. I love the visuals. I don't think there was much of an issue when it comes to the visuals. You know, the engine itself was pretty smooth. I am a little dumb, so I might have a little hard time comprehending the story, but I did get like the gist of the story. I'm pretty sure if I reread it, I would be able to get more. But this is a really good game so far, and it's 3 hours, so it's like maybe even more. This is like the normal, this is a normal gameplay, so a normal gameplay is 3 hours. It could be way more if you really look into every single detail, read every single like extra that they have. Otsupa, I like the game. I like the game. I am a zero brain cell girl, but like even I was able to comprehend it, so I'm pretty sure you guys would be able to comprehend it as well. It's a good, like, it doesn't have jump scares, but I'm pretty sure the visuals really carry it big enough. Cause I feel like for Junji's works, it's really like it's not the fact that it's like full of jump scares. It's the concept and how he executes the concepts in very uniquely terrifying and very well detailed visuals that really carry it. So I think that applies here as well. 0 is a bit much, ain't it? Hey! But yeah, if you guys, you're so dumb, but I'm playing music right now. Hush! But anyways, I really enjoyed it. If you guys want to check it out, again, link is in the description. But again, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. I will see you guys tomorrow, 8. We play Reverse 1999. New account. I already have another account on there, but like new account. Ito's jump scares are kind of hard to translate out of my books. Exactly. I feel like most of his works aren't even known as like jump scares. They're more leaning towards disturbing, unsettling, dramatic. In ways, the way you describe his works, it's not something that you expect. Like a heart attack. It's kind of, from what I've seen at least, most of his works are like underlying terror. It's like disturbing concepts. The underlying like feeling of the unknown. Just wish we'd see more here. It is disturbing. I think it's because I had to speedrun it like many times. But the concept so far has been pretty disturbing, I feel. Like, I can't imagine my dog eating some sort of food and turning into whatever Nina Turner-esque Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood concept it was there. I do wish that it was expanded on the town square. I don't know why. The guy with the multiple faces seemed extremely interesting. No, one. You gotta read some of his books like physical copy. Digital doesn't do the justice. I've never read any of his books. I read the cat book physically. I like that one. Mostly because it's cats, but it's also like, I like that one. If you buy me the physical copy, I will gladly read it. If anything, I will read it on a reading stream, and we can all read it together. I'll even make it like a playlist or something, because I know a lot of you really enjoy me reading stuff. So, yeah. I don't know where to start. I know his most popular work is Uzumaki, but if there are other recommendations that maybe like that aren't maybe as popular but you want me to check out, feel free to let me know. Doesn't inherently have to be Junji Ito. I do know his is one of the most famous horror mangakas. I know there's one that I read as a middle school when I was in middle school. I think it's called like One Late Call or One Night. Was it One Late Call or One Night Call? One of those. I'll reread that manga again. I actually like horror that isn't inherently jump scare, but a lot of thinking, or a lot of like, oh, that's horrifying. The jump scare they don't really do it for me. In the terms of horror. If you were gonna ask me, like, for example, what's your favorite like movie? My favorite movie is As Above. Like for horror, is As Above, So Below, which isn't even a jump scare movie. It's a documentary movie where it like takes place under the Paris catacombs. I don't know why. I absolutely love that movie. I know there's another one. I saw another horror movie that is Japanese that I was recommended on my TikTok. It's called House. It's an old Japanese movie that leans towards more like bizarre depictions or visuals.
So I'll check that out. Maybe it's an old movie as far as I remember. I really like horror that is like visually interesting. I like Midsommar. It's visually interesting. I like any movie that is made by A24 Studios. Any horror movie, I mean. They've always been like very visually interesting, as well as like Jordan Peele's works as well. Like the amount of detail is always interesting to me. So that's all for me. I certainly was on a rant there about my favorite type of horror, but I hope you guys have a happy Halloween. And if you guys haven't checked it out, I did upload a Halloween post on my Twitter or X, so you guys can check that out. And I'll see you guys tomorrow next door at 8. Alright? Alright. Otsupai!